like, you know, it was my team in Italy when I was a kid. So for me, I love really football, like 98. So, you know, the cup, the UEFA Cup final that they played, the World Cup. So and then R9 got injured. You know,
Yeah, I know.
he missed 2 years. Then he came back 2002, but then he went to Madrid. And then, you know, it was you,
Uh,
Anelka, Drogba, Adriano.
he
And
was
then you
just
got
his phenomenon was just ridiculous.
yeah, it was ridiculous, man. What he was doing there, I mean,
Yeah, he was
at
special.
that time as well. At that time, you know, football was much more different than now. It was, you know, I think the game the game has improved where now is like much more offensive. Where back in the day, to score 15 goals in the league was it's hard, man. It
There
was
was, I
tough.
mean, the game. Listen, the game as in evolve, and
It
it's.
is
I don't
evolved.
like to
It's a
compare.
different era. We watch
I don't like
basketball,
to
both of
compare.
us.
I don't like to
So
compare era, but
no,
for
no,
me,
it's a different era. It's a different era. But what Ronaldo did at that time, I think, man.
no, listen, for me, I say it so many times, there's three, when I was young, okay, there's three guys that changed the game for me, George Weah, Romario, and Ronaldo. Because it was the first time for me, as a striker that I saw
Mm.
guys that could score on their own,
Yeah,
take the
yeah, yeah,
ball from anywhere
yeah,
and score. Because before, as a number nine, people always said to you, stay in the box, stay within the line of the box, don't move too much, don't go on the wing, don't drop, stay, the wingers will fit you. And then I saw George Weah, and then I saw Ronaldo, and then I saw Romario in a different way than the other two.
yeah,
But those guys could take the ball and go and score themselves. And I was like, hang on a minute, someone lied to me.
yeah, yeah.
Those guys were
And
scoring
was
goals.
it not different for you because you were like obviously you coming from the wing, then coming inside?
Yeah, but
I mean, I
I
think for
started in
you
the
was
middle,
I
but
think for you the transition is much more easier. I think in a way,
but
you
but
know why? Because you had the skill already, and then you come inside. The only thing you needed to learn was
yeah,
to have the goals. The goals. That was the only thing.
but I will be honest with you, you know, I wasn't a box player, so it didn't
Yeah,
talk to me too much. And
yeah,
when I saw those guys, I was like, I have something to say to my coach when he tells me stay in the box. I was like, oh wait, hang on a minute. Look at Ronaldo. Look at George Weah. George Weah when he first arrived at Monaco, it was just too much, too powerful. And so I was like, hang on a minute, that's a bit more me in terms of my game. I'm not saying I was like those guys. That's not what I'm saying at all. But
mm,
I'm saying it was like my game, like going on the wing, cutting back, getting the ball in midfield, trying to go alone or to cross us or to score. So those guys changed the game for me.
And do you think okay because they obviously you were part of the second generation of strikers after that? It was you, Nico, uh, Owen, and Didier, and all those guys. Who do you think that basically basically the style that you describe, the style that you have right now for you personally, the style that you have, who do you think has a lot of similarities to your style in the game right now? That you can see that
Now,
like yeah, he's a little bit playing like me, like I was back in the day.
it's very difficult to talk about myself in that way because I don't like to do that. I let people talk and compare. But the game has changed now because you have number 10 that score more than the nine. You have wingers that score more than the
I'm against
nine.
that. I'm against
No,
that.
but the game has changed. Back in the days, everything finished with the nine. Now everything starts with the nine. Like, look at the way you guys play at Inter.
You were the first defenders.
Everything. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're the first defenders, but also when they play, Antonio try to hit you first.
Yeah.
Then ball goes wide, and then you might get it back or not, or you can, play that game that you have Lataro, you flick for him, or he flicks for you, or you hold for him, or he
Yeah.
holds for you. Like we saw, against Barca. But it's very different. You have guys like you have not real number nine. You are a number nine. You don't have like number nines like back in the days. Number nine. Like Ian Wright, Shearer. you know, those number nines are almost gone, if I can say. Then you have a still number nine like the likes of Benzema and others, and Giroud has a different style of play, for example, than some others. Very, very prolific in what he does. But for me, to go back to what you said, it was more a fact that I wanted to share, and so I saw it as it was very important for me to give assists also as much as scoring, no matter what the game was. It's very difficult to compare eras and players. I let you guys do that. I remember in the national team we had a lot of discussion after after, after some of the meals we had, and you guys are familiar with it. But I respect any type of number nine. No, I respect. But listen, Rom, I respect any type of number nine because it's a very difficult job.
I think. Sorry to interrupt, but I think in the national team when you were there, I think we had, for us the strikers, we had maybe the best time we could ever have, because the competition was like there.
No, I was.
It was there, and even you were joining in the competition. That was the funny part. That was the funny
sometimes,
part.
Sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes.
Retired. And I remember
sometimes.
That you did the skill. Remember when my brother came and he was like, "You did the skilling training, but I'm not gonna say any names." And the player left the slide off.
No.
Jordan came to me. He said, "Ron, I seen some shit today. Damn."
No. That's what you're doing.
He was like, "Damn, man, that stuff was crazy." Hold on, I have to get something real quick. Give me a second.
What are you getting?
I have to get the yogurt for my son.
Hey, I like what they do at Inter. Romelu. That's nice. When I came against Barcelona, the atmosphere was great.
Give me a second.
That guy is always that guy.
Because it's fried.
This is Romelu for you. He just disappeared. Le vieux, qu'est-ce que tu fais encore?
Ouais, je suis là.
Ah, voilà. Toi, tu disparais tout le temps aussi. C'est ça ton problème.
Non, mais c'était important pour le petit.
Romelu.
Non, come on. I'm not gonna do it. I just stay humble.
C'est beau. Romelu.
Non, San Siro, c'est beau quand même.
Non, franchement, quand je suis venu là, l'ambiance, elle était vraiment bien. Franchement, contre le Barça, là, c'était vraiment bien.
Ah, mais on a fait les cons.
C'est pas grave. Écoute, ce que vous avez déjà réussi à faire là, là, on reparle en français. Il y en a qui râlaient qu'on parlait en anglais.
Ah ouais, c'est vrai?
Ah, mais je veux pas faire flamand, par contre.
Ouais, non, laisse ça. C'est une langue vraiment difficile à apprendre, je te jure.
Ah non, franchement, c'est dur. En tout cas, j'ai passé un vraiment un bon moment avec vous, avec la Belgique. C'était pas mal.
Ah, c'était bien, franchement, c'était bien. Ouais,
non, franchement, c'était bien. Franchement, c'était bien.
Comme on a rigolé. Oh là 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 là. En plus, les séances de finition, là. Mais
non,
le pire, c'est quand toi, tu commences à rentrer dans ma tête. Là, je commence à dire, maintenant, vous allez tous voir. Et le pire, hein, mais en plus, tu sais, ils le font encore. Quand il y en a un qui, tu vois, quand on fait le jeu, là, ouais, premier qui marque, après, il peut éliminer tout le monde.
Ouais.
Mais pourquoi tu penses que moi, je participe jamais?
Pourquoi? Oui, pourquoi tu fais pas?
Mais tu sais très bien. C'est très bien. Parce que de toute façon, quand ils marquent, toujours moi, ils vont me sauter. Parce qu'ils savent très bien.
Arrête un peu tes bêtises. Arrête.
On dit la vérité. Mais après, si c'était différent et tout ça, c'est ça qui était bien. Parce que quand tu rentres dans la tête des joueurs, c'est là où tu vois. Et c'est pour ça que moi, j'ai dit, la compétition était là. Tout le monde jouait, tout le monde était à un haut niveau.
Non, ce qui était bien, et d'ailleurs, de toute façon, maintenant tout a été repoussé en 2021, donc pour l'Euro, mais